horn. Is your horn tingling? Let's rub horns. Horns up, horns up, horns up, horns up, horns up. We are Unicorn Podcast.
Hello and welcome, Dusters, to the basement. Yes, you, Unicorn Fart Dust Dusters. We're coming up on our 1-year birthday. That'll be Tuesday of next week. We'll talk about that more in a little bit. And today is Big Fed Day, the big day when our friend Jerome Powell is going to talk about monetary policy that will have major impacts on the markets and even into the coming year. We're going to dive into what we can expect, not today only, but also in the coming year. But before we do that, thank you for joining me down here in the basement. It's a big deal. We've got a great community of people made up of you, me, and we, us together. It's a special situation. Thank you so much. Please always remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything. Make any kind of decision. Get engaged, adopt a puppy, do anything based on what I say. But I do always share my truth with you because that's what you deserve. Let's talk about some UFD specific developments. We've got a big announcement, a couple of big announcements, actually. First, number one announcement is that we have determined the winners of the most recent meme contest. You can go out to Georgie's profile on X. That's Georgie K420. We had the Gala Hala meme contest. First place winner. This was really cool from Ujang Gamers. I'm going to show you this for just 1 second. They put out a really cool game, UFD game. Check this out. Here's old Dusty the Duster. So congratulations to our first place winner. This is very cool. Okay, in second place, this was also, so all these are super cool. Everybody who participated, thank you. But in second place, we have Anga P. Bascaro, who created this incredible piece of unicorn art. Really cool. And there's a video, you can check it out, about how they made this out of what looks like to me to be a piece of PVC and a Dremel tool. I love it, man. What resourcefulness. You know, I like to refer to myself as resourceful Ron, but this was super cool.
I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D. Don't believe in T-H-O-T. She keep playing me dumb. I'm a player for fun. Y'all don't really know my mental. Let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out in a drought. No flow rain was pouring down. See, that pain was all around. See, my mode was kind of lounge. Didn't know which way to turn.
Congratulations to our second place winner. In third place, we have Anna Griffin. Okay, with this great little musical meme. Let me get this back to the beginning.
Go, Gala Games. We mooning to the stars. Unicorn fart dust. Sniff it, we send it to Mars. Like me friends. No paper hands in sight. Woo. Diamond hand in this bag. We up only all night. Gala chain gas fees lower than your exit standards, bro. Town star popping. Miranda's looking clean.
Congratulations to Anna Griffin for third place. And I believe we even have, last but not least, we have Smith Vlogs, who made this meme. This one actually caught my attention. I shared it in a live stream, earlier on. Really cool. I love the spray paint and how the UFD lights up. So congratulations to all of our winners from that meme contest. And it wouldn't be Unicorn Fart Dust if we weren't starting right now another contest. And thanks again to our great community member, Georgie, who coordinates all this, puts this all together. She does an amazing job. So let's go look at our new contest because we've got a birthday coming up. And here we go, guys. All right. Hold on 1 second. Let's get back up to the top. There's Elizabeth Grace. But Georgie has this out, breaking from dust to Dustiny, a year of unicorn fart dust. It's giveaway time to celebrate our 1-year birthday. Create anything you like. Memes, videos, songs, art, edits, magic and madness, anything that captures the spirit of our first year with UFD and our incredible story. And then she goes on to tell you how to enter, attach an entry to this thread, tag 3 friends. And how about that hashtag? Excuse me, it caught my eye last night. Hashtag UFD 1 year. This will be running through December 23rd. We're going to have a bonus drawing. So again, I encourage you guys, let us celebrate our 1-year birthday with UFD. You can go out to Georgie42 or at Georgie K420 to read more about how to enter our latest contest from dust to Dustiny. And guys, yes, okay, on Tuesday, in 6 short days, we will be celebrating our 1-year anniversary, which is like 25 years in normal time, 1 year in the crypto world. We've proven that we're here to stay, and we've got a lot to celebrate. I know people are putting together and having a hard time doing it, a list of all the accomplishments that this community, that this project has over 1 year. The community has evolved and evolved in a very, very healthy and good way. We have leaders stepping up, but everybody matters. Every single person, every single duster. I saw some data the other day that said we have 35,000 UFD dusters now. December 16th will be a big day. We will be announcing and releasing, not announcing, actually releasing our new IP. We will have a new logo. We will have legally something that is 100% ours. That will put us right in an elite and even more. What am I saying? Not an elite, an even more elite category of cryptocurrencies, and in particular meme coins that have their legal IP in place. It could open up, right, a world of collaboration opportunities for us, because other big companies only want to work with you if you have your IP in place, and we have that done right now. Super exciting. Also, and I'm not even going to give you a little hint. Maybe there'll be a tiny hint later in this live stream, but we got some other announcements as well that'll come out on that day. It's going to be a huge day. Again, that's next week, Tuesday, December 16th, and we will be doing an epic live stream starting at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on that date. So I'm sorry, spaces. So don't miss that. This is a live stream. And on the 16th, we will have a short live stream, but then a big spaces as well. So today's the big announcement. Let's switch gears here. Talk about what's going on out there in the big general economy that will impact unicorn fart dust. We'll also talk about some interesting things in the crypto world that will impact unicorn fart dust. And then we'll come back to more about unicorn fart dust. But guys, today's the big day. We're going to hear from our friend, Jerome Powell. Many of you are familiar with this. I have a Jerome in the box. I've had this for, going on 3 years. He is the soon-to-be outgoing head of the United States Federal Reserve. He basically controls all of this, right? The U.S. dollar, the printing press. So today, we're going to hear from him. I want to emphasize a couple things to you, one of which is the Fed is losing its potency, I guess is a good way to say it, in terms of their control over the world economy. The Fed still is very powerful. We could have some big moves today. Either way, in crypto, in precious metals, even in the general markets. But what's pretty much ensured, and I'll show you where we can see this in no confusing terms, is here at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange FedWatch tool. Let's go up here to the top. So we've got 4 hours and 16 minutes exactly until we're going to hear from the Fed. This chart shows you, not this chart. We're going to come back to this one. Hold on. We'll go to today. Okay. This chart shows you the odds of a rate cut today. So if you're ever interested in checking this out, You can look at the current rate, which is 3.75 to 4.0. What this tells us is there's a 90% chance that rates are going to get cut to 3.5 to 3.75, which is a 0.25, or what they also refer to as 25 basis point cut in rates. There is, interestingly, a 10% chance that rates will remain the same. But the big thing that everybody's going to be listening to, what really matters today, okay, if we presume that we're going to get this quarter point rate cut, is what they talk about for 2026. That's the big thing that can really move markets. Are they going to hint that we're going to have 2 more cuts in 2026? Or are they going to hint that we're going to have 3 cuts in 2026? Experience has taught anyone who's followed the Fed closely, like I have, that what they say and what they do are oftentimes 2 different things. However, people in the markets will follow these expectations very closely. Now, on this website, I want to go out to a year from now. So I'm going to click on the December 2026 tab. And as you can see right here, hold on one second. I want to show you this. Hold on. There we go. Okay. We go up here. All right. Now I can show you what I want to show you. This is for the December meeting next year. See that, 2026, and what the predictions are. Again, that's the current rate. We'll just say 3.75% for simplicity's sakes. What this is telling us, if you look here, here's the odds that rates are going to stay the same in a year from now, 1%. What you can see here is there's a 30% chance that rates will be at 3%, which would be a full 0.75% cut from where we are. There's actually a 20% chance over here that rates will be down a full 1%. So there's basically, looks like about a 60% chance that 1 year from now, rates will be 0.75% lower, 75 basis points lower or greater, which will be good for the general markets, which will be good for the crypto markets, right? What we're heading into, I'll make it real simple for you, and I'll tell you why we want to pay attention to this. What we're heading into in 2026 is an environment. I mean, I could go into vast levels of complicated detail for you, but to sum it all up in a nutshell, we're heading into an environment where the Fed is going to have to inject more liquidity into the markets. Again, that will put more money into crypto. That will put more money into precious metals. That will put more money into the general stock markets. The only option that the United States has now from a fiscal perspective, which is our government, how they spend, overspend, or a monetary perspective, which is the policy and the printing action, the liquidity actions undertaken by the Federal Reserve, is to inflate away what is a precarious situation right now for the United States government and for the United States dollar. I don't like it. I hate it. Okay, but the situation has been developing over decades. It's not a political thing. It's not the Democrats' fault. It's not the Republicans' fault. It's both of their faults of poor decisions and mismanagement and short-sightedness. So I'll leave it at that. Just pay attention today. And this, I think, let's get back to crypto, all right, and focus on crypto. And then we're going to go back for another focus on UFD. But I think this sums it up very simply. This was an advertisement. This came out yesterday from Crypto Rover. They've got 1.4 million followers on X. Breaking. Giant Bitcoin advertisement seen in Times Square. Isn't that cool? Remember, UFD was in Times Square once. Wouldn't that be awesome if we got into Times Square again? That would be super cool. But this is in New York, right? No man, read this. This is great. No man should work for what another man can print, right? And guys, that is a powerfully simple statement, right? People work for US dollars in the United States, euros if you're in Europe, yen if you're in Japan. People work, right? People give value, exert energy, get up, go out there and create things to earn paper money that can essentially be printed by other men. Gold and silver, precious metals fix that. I've been a gold and silver maxi for years and years, but I also believe crypto fixes that. Because if you think about, even if you just focus back, if we bring it back to unicorn fart dust for right now, we can't print. That was one of the most powerful things that I learned early on in the UFD journey, right? One of my first questions, like, how many of these coins are there? There's essentially 1 billion. And then my next question is, can any more be created? Can I create more? Can anybody else? No, it's in a contract that's on the blockchain that is limited. It's finite, right? It's digital scarcity, right? There's only one unicorn fart dust, which is about to turn 1 year old, which still blows my mind. All right, but there's only one unicorn fart dust, and there's only 999 million beans, which can be visually demonstrated by this plastic jug. Okay, 999 million. You can see it right there. We can't make the jug any bigger. Okay, this jug, imagine it could be filled up with 999 million beans. Those beans down there, those represent the diamond hooved dusters. Right? And we know the statistics that show that the holders, like the whales, the narwhals in our community, are some of the biggest diamond-handed, but we call them diamond-hooved holders out there. As this jug fills it with more and more people, the jug can't get bigger. So at some point, right, the only beans that can be traded could be just a small segment, right? Because all the other beans are in the hands of diamond hooved dusters. At that point, we could get to a bean shortage. From there, possibly a beanopoly. But you know where we want to head, and that is to Valhalla. Valhalla! I think it's been a few days since I shook the beans. So very interesting. Let's look at another piece of major crypto news going on right now. I believe this could be awesome for us, for our project. This was from yesterday from Altcoin Daily. They only have 2 million followers on X. Just in, Senator Cynthia Lummis says that the crypto market structure bill could pass in as little as 2 weeks. We are at prime time. We are in a position, guys, where we are seeing adoption of crypto from the government level, not just in the United States, but all over the world like we have never seen before. On that note, I want you, let's enjoy here 2 minutes of a awesome crypto update. And what I loved about this is there's a point in here where Elizabeth Grace, who's our chief unicorn fart dust anchor woman, very talented. We appreciate her a great deal, where she actually shows a number of different things happening around the world in crypto. The more people that come into crypto, the more people that will be exposed to unicorn fart dust. And I need to share the right screen. There she is. Okay. We pull this up on full screen, and here we go.
Hey Dusters, we're back with your weekly crypto news roundup, brought to you by the horniest meme coin in the stable, Unicorn
horniest.
Let's buckle up for some news. Well, Bitcoin is pumping today, up around 4K in the last few hours, sitting at around 94K, still down 25% from the 126K peak. Longs are piling in again, shorts got smoked today, just your classic leverage massacre. It feels like institutional manipulation at its finest. Well, BlackRock's Larry Fink just admitted he was dead wrong on crypto and says sovereign wealth funds are loading up on Bitcoin because America's debt is out of control. Ethereum and Solana are also up today, sitting at around 3.3K and Solana at around $143. In other news, anti-crypto Peter Schiff challenges President Trump to a debate on the U.S. economy after Trump called him a loser.
You know, and I just want to say this, I believe, and I know a lot of more and more people are coming to this understanding that the crypto world and the precious metals world, both of which I'm very familiar with, are so similar that there will be, as we move forward, much more of a spirit of cooperation between those two communities. Neither one likes fiat money. Okay, back to Jim Carrey telling us about about losers.
Le who? The her.
Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary says most of these altcoins, what I call poo-poo coins, are done.
Yeah, never been a big fan.
You stink!
Only Bitcoin and Ethereum will survive. However, none of the FUD has stopped institutions from accumulating during this dip. Eric Trump's America Bitcoin bought another 363 Bitcoin, and global adoption is going nuts. France's third biggest bank now lets customers buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Russia's VTB is launching crypto trading in 2026. The UK just made crypto official property under law, and Charles Schwab drops Bitcoin and Ethereum trading in early 2026. And
we also had news out of Argentina last week and one other country. Crypto adoption is happening not just in the United States, but on a worldwide basis.
Binance's CZ says there may be a crypto supercycle in 2026. What do you think? Leave your predictions in the comments. And we are seeing there's now a 95% chance of a Fed rate cut tomorrow, according to Polymarket. In meme coin news, UFD is still going strong. The team is cooking up huge stuff for our 1-year anniversary next week, including the official drop of our IP. Well, that's the news this week, Dusters. Stay patient and don't forget to keep those horns
up, Dusters. Thank you, Elizabeth. Wow, we are so lucky to have her, and she is growing and growing in popularity. And like she said, crypto adoption, like she showed, is happening all around the world. I do want to say thank you to Ledger for sponsoring Ron's Basement, making this broadcast possible, the crypto security leader, and a whole lot more. Their signer devices are world-renowned, right? They secure over 20% of the world's crypto. But now with like the Ledger Flex or the Ledger, their new Ledger Nano Gen 5, when you couple that with their Ledger Wallet app, you can do everything all in the safe, secure Ledger environment. And of course, our friends at MoonPay, we love MoonPay. Everybody loves MoonPay, right? They are adding so much value to the overall crypto ecosystem. It was my entry door into crypto. It may have been your entry door. I know it has been for millions and millions of people. They have over 35 million customer accounts. They're a fintech leader, highly respected, growing and innovating and adding big, big value to the world of cryptocurrency. Thank you to both of them. Let's look at what Jackson, hold on one second. Let's go back to UFD for 1 second from the Hunter, okay? And who's the Hunter? I don't know, but 143,000 followers, okay? The most hyped meme coins. Do you think we made the list? Number 1, Pingu. Number 2, PFP. And who's number 3? But good old UFD. All right, guys, keep up the great work. Let's keep spreading the dust out there. It is the holiday season. If you're looking to do something nice, there's a charity that I'm getting behind. This is me on a personal level, but I'd encourage you to check it out. I feel great about what Hope Walks is doing all around the world, because every year there are hundreds of thousands of children born with a birth defect called clubfoot. We don't hear about it a lot in the West, if you're joining me from the West, because it gets treated immediately, right? It's a very treatable condition, but if not treated, it makes life very, very difficult for the person who's inflicted. Hope Walks is treating thousands of children all around the world, mostly in poor and developing countries, to help completely rectify, completely fix the condition of clubfoot. I'm going to show you a quick video, 30 seconds from Hope Walks. I talked with their director, founder, president, Scott Reichenbach. Great person. And let me get this up and make sure you can see it. Okay, this is from their YouTube channel. Again, it's 30 seconds long, but it gives us an idea. I'm not being paid to do this. I'm not being sponsored. I'm doing this just because I feel very, very good about what this organization is doing all around the world. Just like UFD, we are spread out all around the world, and Hope Walks is doing good work all around the world. Here's that video.
After my son was born, I was informed that he had clubfoot. I thought my boy will not be able to walk properly.
This is a disability that can be treated.
We are very grateful for HopeWorks, which has provided a path to freedom from clubfoot.
And it completely changes a child and family's future for generations to come.
Get involved today at hopewalks.org.
All right, there you go, guys. And they do have, there's a wealthy donor.
Now, what am I doing? I'm sitting here in heaven. But you know what I'm sitting on here? 1,000.
All right, there we go. Now we're back. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that or not, but we had another video that started automatically. Hope Walks does have a wealthy donor who's matching up to $50,000 in donations. So any little bit that anybody gives is being matched by this wealthy donor. It only costs $500 to completely treat from start to finish a child somewhere in the world for clubfoot. I don't know why that gets me emotional thinking about that. So, because this isn't just, you know, me talking about meme coins, us meeting up in the basement. To think that there's like a kid out there that we could help is a big deal. So anyway, I'll stop crying. You guys, thank you for everything you're doing for UFD. It's a great, great situation that we have, an unbelievable community. It's because of people like me, people like you, right? And us together, right? Creating this unicorn situation within the meme coin world. There is no other community like UFD, no other project. There never has been, there never will be. We really are a unicorn, right? And it's built up of emotional connections. It's built up of a sense of togetherness, a sense of purpose, community, and you can't stop that, right? You can't stop what was created down here in my basement 51 weeks ago as an experiment. You can't stop the power of a community because the community created this from day one. You have a lot of power, okay? But the first thing I want you to do is be good to yourself today, because that will give you a platform from which to be good to other people. Take care, and I'll see you, yes, you, next time.